All right. So today I want to talk about an application that I've created a while ago, the score-based Lottie animation, which have very bad reviews. You can see right here. This makes sense because this application wasn't the best. It wasn't very stable. So I've been working to make it better, to make it great. And this is the live example of the website. You can see it's pretty messed up, but I mean, not that nice. But today I'm going to show you what's new. Basically, I'll show you how to use this application. And what I need from you, I need your honest review. I need you to install this app in your one of your website. It can be like a dummy website. Play around with it and give your honest review, and hopefully I will get a better score. All right, so once you install this application, so you will go to the add panel, and then under the app widget you will see this Lottie app. Bad thumbnail. I need to make it better. So by default, as you edit to your canvas, if you click publish, everything should work out of the box. So let's go to the live example, live site example, and you can see that as I scroll down, this animation is playing. All right, so the first action that you want to do basically is to change this one to something you like. So you can go to the Lottie animation website and then go and then any animation that you like, you will click download, and once you will click download, you will go to this kind of dashboard. So here you have two options. You can either you need to click here to the handoff. You can either download it as a Lottie JSON file, upload it into your media, and then get the link of this file and put it in the input that I'll show you in a second. But the easiest one is to click on the handoff. You need to switch from .lottie to Lottie JSON. Basically, currently, because of some technical issue, I am not supporting .lottie, only Lottie JSON. And then just to be sure, just click refresh and then copy this link. Another thing that you need to remember is the amount of total frames that you have in your animation. It's changing between different animation, and you should remember this one. It's 0 up to 210 pixels. We will talk about it in a second. Just remember that 0 is the first frame, and 210, this is the last frame, as you can see. Right. Oh, anyway, this is the last frame. It doesn't let me scroll all the way. All right, so let's go back. After we copy this link, we are back into the editor. So simply paste it right here, and boom, you have the first frame. So if your first frame is empty, so you will see nothing. All right, so now let's go down right here, and you can see we have start and we have end. So start basically is when this element is go into our viewport. So I already prepared an example, which is this one. I took this Lottie animation and put it inside a container that is fit exactly the same as the size of the Lottie. And here you have the top and the bottom. So this is the top of the bounding box, and this is the bottom. So let's go to the live site and see what is start and end means. So start mean when the animation is start from of playing. By default, it's 0%. 0% mean that when the element is go into our viewport. So right here, it start to playing the first keyframe and then keep playing as we scroll down. In this example, you can see that it's not what's happening. Basically, it start later. And the reason that this one is start later is because in the editor, I set it not to be start from 0, but I've changed it to 50. 50 basically, it's when this element is exactly at the center of my screen, my viewport. It's right here, and then it starts playing. 100 is when the bottom is completely go outside of my screen, like this. This is the last frame. Sometimes you can get to the situation when the last frame is empty. So what you can do is you can remove one frame from the total amount of frames right here. So remember that we saw in Lottie that we have it start from 0 frame. This is the first number. And the second number is the last frame. So it was 210 pixels. But this value should be changed based on your Lottie animation, which is 200 frames. It's relevant to this frame, to this Lottie, as you can see right here. No, 210 frames. This is the amount of frames that this animation have, but this animation have different amount of frames. Here we have 90 frames. All right. So this is why it's important to put the total amount of frame. Sometimes you would like the animation to be sticky, just like here. So it will be sticky as you scroll down, and then it will be played. But when we are talking about sticky, there is an issue. Ignore this one. So we talked about the animation is start playing when it's go into the viewport, and it keep playing while the element is traveling in our viewport, and it's called up and down. The problem with sticky that is stuck in our viewport. So then there is no movement. So the animation is stopped from playing. So what we can do, we can change the target element from the element itself. Instead of observing if the element is moving, the element itself is moving inside our screen, we can switch it to a different element. So it can be either the section itself, or it can be a line. So for that, what we can do, we can, let's go to this example. In this example, you will see that we have something new. Right here, we have sync to specific element. By default, this is toggle off, but when you toggle it on, you can put a specific element ID. From where I got this weird element ID, this element ID is this line unique ID. So in the live site, in the editor, I've added this line. So this line is it's not sticky. It's traveling as we scroll up and down. It's scrolling naturally, right? It doesn't have to be visible. I can make it transparent, but just for this example, you can see right here, if I'll inspect this element, so I copied this element ID and put it right in this Lottie animation synced element ID, okay, right here. So this is why when this element, you can see right here, this Lottie animation is traveling in our viewport, but nothing is happening. So the reason, because the target is this line. So as this line is go into the viewport, this animation is start playing, and the animation is still to the top, but you can see as I scroll down, this line is keep traveling in our viewport. This is why this animation is working. So this is how to work with sticky. Another thing, this is new, that I've added to this application, is to the option to play the animation based on your mouse position. So here you can switch, instead of scroll, you can select cursor. And when you select cursor, you will see that you have two options, and new options here, this cursor movement. So you can either choose horizontal, vertical, or by default it's all direction. So let's choose horizontal, and let's see how it's reacting on the live side. All right, so it's not working. Oh, it's working here. Why? Let me check. Oh, for some reason he's remembered this one. So let's delete it. And now it should work. So now you can see that as I move inside the animation itself, the animation is playing. But same as we switch the target from the element itself to a different element, sometimes we will need to switch the movement in the mouse to a different element, especially if we have something that covering our design. For example, you will have here a big title that is above your animation, and you still want it to be played while you're moving around. So what you can do exactly as we did to the line. You can copy a different element ID. This is a simple container that I put underneath this animation, and you can copy this element ID, and then same as we did in the scroll, we can do to the mouse. We can sync the element to a specific element. So here I can put this container unique ID as it exists in the live site, and now you will see that the animation will only play when we are hovering this area, and not the element area. So let's see if it's working. So here nothing is happening, but here this is trigger the animation. All right, so that's what it. Please install this one, play around with it, let me know if it's working for you, if it's something is missing, and please, if you can, add your honest review, and hopefully I will get better than 2.7. So until next time, keep building amazing websites on Wix Studio.